Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Advancement Center, to the world of magic and miracles. Welcome once again. Another beautiful summer day here in Santa Barbara, California, as we go on yet another journey. I never know where we're going to go. It's quite the fun ride. You just hop on, relax, and see where you're taken. As in life, the best way to live life. Just hop on the ride. You'll get plenty of signals along the way. Signals if you should turn left or right or speed up or slow down, or just you do it a little differently. I think for probably my whole life here on planet Earth, I've had that sensation of when you get it's the best way to describe it is a message, or you get a direction. It's something, it's not something the brain can understand. It doesn't come through the brain. And as I'm just reflecting on when I was young, I would often just follow the signals without thinking. It reminds me of watching a little kid following it, like chasing a butterfly or some random movements like that. It's like that. It's this feeling of lightness and joy, sometimes giddiness. You just get happy for no reason, but it's following your spirit. And it's really most pronounced when you follow these signals, and it's not till it could be just after or years later, or you realize, oh my goodness, what that little movement, what that little change in direction or whatever it is that changed was, you see why, and you're like, wow, I'm so happy I went that way at that moment. And it's always quick. It's quicker than the brain. The brain comes in, again, I've said this before, and usually is questioning what you're doing because it's so fast. It's faster than the brain. So of course it wants to know what's going on. And if you just ignore it and you just say, yeah, that's the brain, then it's really easy. I just remember in the old days, I would listen a lot more to the brain, trying to tell me what to do or make me doubt my own following of my spirit or my signal. It's also trained into us here. It has been on planet Earth to do that, to follow somebody else's signal, somebody else's direction, do it this way, do it that way. So when you're finally comfortable in this place, as we were when we came in to planet Earth, as little ones, you just become at ease with following your spirit. And the magic doesn't stop. And of course, along with the magic come the miracles. And again, isn't it funny? I think it's your brain that actually recognizes the miracles more than your spirit, because to spirit, it's just natural. It's not a surprise. It's not unexpected. It's just the way it is. As you follow your spirit, it's all magic. And you're just living one big life full of sparkles and magic, and that's it. So as we continue to play and end up, we don't always know where, but again, those signals, there's more. Each one of us has, maybe I'll call it preferences. We're also unique, what we like in this world, what we would steer away from in this world. And part of the joy of life, as it starts to become just more natural, is things that are not maybe so interesting to you, or you would rather not have it in your life. It actually acts as a, how do I call it? As a direction point. In that moment, you make a choice in the direction that you prefer. So you're always sending out these little signals, even when things around you may not look ideal or feel right. It's these constant little corrections. And as your being makes the corrections through following your signals, it becomes more and more automatic. And then all you see is what you want to see, what you choose to see, feel. I speak from experience because I know about focusing on what you don't want, and that can be a real that can be interesting, because those things that you don't want or you don't approve of or you don't like, or it's easy to grab a hold of it because it's an irritant. It can be an irritant, unless, of course, you've gone beyond all of it. I have not gone beyond all of it as of this moment. So it's, if you can constantly see that, it's like a pearl being created in an oyster. There's something beautiful that's coming from it. It's the same. The thing that appears to be an irritant or something that you don't want or you know should not be here, it's merely that it provides that moment of clarity, change of direction, and there you have it. You've just changed it. I don't know if this is going to make any sense to the brain. It's not the brain speaking. But it's quite wonderful. And to watch each and every being do this dance of life here in the physical is very interesting, because we're all so different to one another. And we all have a different way. But the number one thing that I see, and I may have spoken about this before, it's this ability that everyone has to step away, to step back at a distance, which is really stepping into your bigger being, not the one here in this physical body, but you're stepping back. You're looking from afar. You're not all caught up in the physical experience. And from that place, it's so much easier. It takes less effort, actually. And it's really been wonderful to watch David Best every week, twice a week, to watch him almost disappear in physical form as he is living more completely. I don't know the right words. These don't feel like the right words, but in that place that's everywhere. It's no place, it's everywhere. It's amazing to watch. And each of us here now that has been invited to present from the Advancement Center platform every week is experiencing major transformation, each in our own way. It's the most beautiful thing. It's like watching a butterfly opening its wings for the first time. Everyone with different colors, different patterns. And then to watch it take flight, it's quite an amazing experience to witness. It's easier to see it in others than in yourself. But as we get to experience more and more of each other's gifts, oh, it's just, it's glorious. Barbara, who presents on Sundays, her paintings, I just told her this the other day, are just getting more and more amazing. They take my breath away now. Everyone is doing it differently. Everyone has their own way of being. And there's this beautiful sense of joy, excitement, contentment. There's a lightness everything is just getting lighter and lighter and lighter. This is the world that I know I came for. And I am just so happy to be in it, to be experiencing it, and also to know that each and every one of us has brought that here. And it's only just the beginning. It's so much fun when you get these moments of, I get these moments, visions. I can't tell if I'm seeing into the future, the past. It doesn't really matter, but it's familiar and yet it's new. And it's just the most amazing feeling. What's going to happen at some point, if you get to experience, if you have these experiences, is it will begin to become your everyday experience. And you may not even know there was ever anything else. Magic. There's really not much else to say. think I spent more of my young life in these spaces of silence and connection without knowing it. It was just my experience. And one of the things that happens when you're in this place of connection is you connect, as I speak of, I have spoken of so many times before, with the animals. I've had many experiences, especially with dogs and wild animals as well, but where there's this connection that's made, that's, of course, there's no words, and yet you can communicate in a whole nother way. And there goes an animal past the window. And even today, as I was driving in to Santa Barbara from Solvang, as I was by the ocean, I suddenly had this awareness of the whales and the dolphins. They were absolutely with me. And there are so many beings here, many, many, many of them unseen, not in physical form, that are here supporting us every day. And I just had this experience the other morning where I came out into the living room where we have this beautiful view, and I'm drinking my morning drink, and it's so funny what I do. I go, cheers to the beings that I know are around that I can't see. But this particular morning, it was quite incredible. I felt a lot of beings. There were smiles and dancing and joy. They love it when you feel them. You can just imagine a little Tinkerbell in your room, just sitting there, making her sparkles, doing what she does, and then you recognize that she's there, and you get an explosion of sparkles. It may sound crazy to the brain, but this is the world of magic and miracles. There's just so much here. And it goes on and on and on out into the universe and beyond to infinity. But my focus has been more here on the earth plane lately, bringing more and more of this incredible experience of this life into the fore. There's a lot of swirling, sparkling, colorful energy around right now. So as you would jump into a cool river and take a ride, join me in jumping into this amazing stream of energy and color and sparkles, and be tickled and be prepared to laugh for no apparent reason, and just have, once again, the absolute time of your life in this life, which is actually infinite. As you sit back, experience it all from that place of everything and everywhere, and just smile. Thank you for joining me once again. Have the most brilliant day, the most brilliant week, the most brilliant life, as I send each and every one the most perfect life, perfect health, and fantastically magic future. I am Genya.